welcome to a ranking of I Know What You Did Last Summer. Over the last week or two, no, 2 weeks I say, 3 weeks tops, we've watched all the films, the TV show, so you don't have to. Not many people have watched it, good reason. And then we went to see the newest film Tuesday
evening.
So taking a couple of days to get around to it, but at least I think I'm 100% happy where I've got everything placed, I think.
Yeah.
Unless I change it on the fly. Shall I go first and you're telling me where you're putting them?
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah. So like we normally do, you have your rankings and I'll just put in where I feel it could be the same or could be different.
Yeah.
I'm sure it won't change. I don't think it'll change. I don't think it'll change that much.
I'll give you a quick bit of context as well around this. So there will be spoilers because if you haven't seen the first 3 films by now, why are you watching this? I will talk spoilers of the new film because it's been out long enough now.
A week at least.
A week, and we'll talk spoilers on the TV show because it's 8 hours roughly and whatever. So a little bit of context around my experience of the film. So this all I remember getting the VHS of the original film when I think I was just about old enough, but I think Mum picked it up for me out of the supermarket because I wanted it. Obviously it came off the back of the hype train of Scream. I remember watching the film I Know What You Did Last Summer as a kid, like proper loving this film, but it does not hold. It's not aged like Scream's aged. So I think it's fair to say, going in on this, if you're a big fan of this franchise, I'm sorry because I'm not a massive fan of this. I think it's alright. I think there's some watchable ones in here. It's alright. Like I say, it's a 90s nostalgia slasher flicks.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're not even that gory or anything. They're fine. They're I think like the
substandard.
Yeah.
Middle of the road.
So, without further ado, I was flip-flopping with what was going to be bottom.
So that would be fifth spot.
Fifth spot. I was flip-flopping, and it's by hair. It's by hair. I'm going to put the TV show bottom because it's too long for a start. The plot, although it kind of tries to resemble I Know What You Did Last Summer, has nothing actually to do with I Know What You Did Last Summer.
No,
there's
just
no
a
killer.
concept.
There's not even a killer walking around. Well, there is a killer, but you don't actually ever see. There's no fisherman in it. So therefore, it ain't an I Did Last Summer. Every character in it is, well, I say 95% of the characters in it are hateable. They're horrible characters, and you want them to die. The positive, I like the setting, although it's probably not utilised very well. But the setting on the Hawaii Islands, really cool. The motivation around there's a couple of little tiny twists that are decent. Loads of plot threads that get thrown in that go absolutely nowhere whatsoever. Absolutely pointless using them.
Yeah.
But I don't want to spend too much time on it and shit on it too much. The gore effects, for the most part, there were some really good gore effects on there, like some good kills.
Yeah.
Not enough of them, unfortunately, but the ones that were in there were pretty good.
Yeah.
It's full of cliches. The acting itself is decent enough.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think I'd probably just change my mind actually, just literally now thinking about it. I had this in 4th spot. But I'm probably going to put it at 5th because it is a little bit. It's drawn out too long. It's long-winded. Horror films. I get they're trying to do these new TV show type things, but I think a horror film should be no longer an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 40 minutes tops.
Slasher films.
Yeah, slasher films. Yeah, when you start longing things out, theoretically you've got a killer walking around, and this show feels like it's been set over a month. You would have thought they'd have caught someone by now.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. Everyone seems pretty, apart from sort of 1 or 2 characters that are in the thick of it.
Yeah. No one
seems that bothered that this is kicking off.
And they always say, "Oh, it's a small town, nothing like that ever happens." Well, clearly it is, and you're not bothered about it. So yeah, a little tick box for me. obviously. You know, you've got, you know, it's the whole, I suppose it's that generation that, you know, you've TikTokers and influencers and everything's on your phones now. Whereas obviously the original was very much, well, obviously a product of its age, I suppose. You know, you didn't have mobile phones or cell phones at that time, never done as much as what they can do now. So I suppose they're utilising that avenue. But yeah, yeah,
It's a bit
there's some
dull.
gore things. It is a bit dull. It's not scary. There's nothing in that major jump, not even once.
And the final shot, I won't say what it is. Just okay. Well, no, I will say what it is because you're not going to watch it. So if you don't want to know, skip forward a minute or something. Yeah. But the final bit where the Riley character who gets stabbed through the chest and has her arm cut off, you assume she's dead. She gets carted off to a cave, filled up with wax or honey. And then her eyeball opens to show she's alive. Absolute tosh. Moving on.
Yeah, go for it. So your full spot then.
My full spot is the new film.
Is the new film?
Is the new film.
Okay.
Is this? I know you did last summer. 2025. Almost some. So, starting off the back here, no one seems that bothered anyone's dying whatsoever. The main character, or not, I don't even know if she's the main character, the one who's getting married.
Oh yeah. I can't remember.
So
I
the
can't remember their names. They've all got weird names.
Yeah, they're all weird names,
No one's got
and
a
no
real
one's
name.
no one's likeable. You don't care about anyone
Yeah.
really, so
Yeah.
therefore you don't remember anyone. So the film opens up. It starts with this girl's wedding shower, whatever,
Bridal shower.
bridal
Yeah.
shower, whatever they call it.
Engagement party.
They have all that. Great. They go off. Pretty much, they get to like the edge of the road, like they do in the original, and someone comes around the corner, and they go. Basically, they don't even kill anyone. This is stupid. They don't. Yeah, they're fecking about on the road and cause an accident, but they were going to help.
They did try.
But they didn't actually try and kill anyone.
No.
So already, I'm sitting there thinking this is absolute tosh.
It's irrelevant.
Then it goes to 1 year later. We come back. That girl who was having a bridal shower is having yet another bridal shower. We're setting up all these characters. No one's died. No, we've had no kills yet. No. We're setting up all these characters so we care about them when they start getting knocked off. Which, by the way, I do not care. Okay. The script is disgusting. The dialogue is horrendous. No normal human being talks the way these people talk. And I know people in horror films are thick, hence why, you know, you have to get people to split up and go on their own.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is to a level where it's like, at one point, I think I even looked at you in the cinema and said, "Why are they explaining this to me? Do they think I'm thick?"
Yeah, I remember.
An absolute just
I can't remember what point it was, but I
disgusting cash grab.
Yeah.
The returning legacy characters are. I mean, they're fine, but the way they're written is atrocious. You know, you've got Julie and Ray, who I remember because they're actually all right characters.
Oh, the legacy characters.
They are separate. Like they got married and separated, and now almost hate each other. Why? Why?
Yeah, that was never really explained.
They should explain it or make up a bit of a backstory, or why would they hate each other to that degree?
Especially when they've been through a traumatic experience
twice. The whole motivation of the killer of we are talking spoilers, aren't we?
Yeah,
we're talking spoilers.
So
the whole motivation of the killer in the group of friends is rubbish. Like, go down there then.
Yeah, like I say.
Go down there.
Again, going quickly back. So they didn't technically do anything wrong. Yeah, they're messing about in the road. They tried to help.
They called the cops.
They called the police. Which again, by the time they got there, unfortunately, the guy would have been dead anyway. So he ain't going to be able to tell them what went wrong. So they could just say, we pulled off the side of the road. He come around a bend, he swerved, and he went over. There's no manslaughter involved.
I don't think so.
So,
but why change? Why not have it? Why did they not just hit him? It would make more sense.
Well, yeah. Well, they were in the road, weren't they?
But they should have changed it so they weren't like standing watching fireworks.
Like say,
just run him over. Stupid.
The killer amongst the friends, yeah. Her reason for doing it is because they've ruined her life apparently.
Yeah, take some responsibility.
Yeah.
Take some responsibility.
But then also, what you find out is before they go out on this, I suppose, little jaunt, if you like, up the road and around, she hadn't spoken for ages anyway.
Yeah,
that's mentioned.
total.
So clearly,
it was like
she didn't have much of an issue.
ain't that your friend you used to go to school with? You haven't spoken to him for ages.
Do you fancy coming out for a
No, and then
drive?
then it cuts to her with her mate. Oh, are they the friends you used to go to school with? Yeah, but we found out because of the college thing, blah, blah, blah. Cuts back. Oh, we haven't spoken to her since college. Do you reckon we should... Yeah, just fucking go over and ask, like, see if she wants to... Absolute
That's what I mean.
cringy
I
dialogue.
haven't spoken to you for ages. Fancy going for a drive in the joint? Yeah. Whoa, where's that? I wouldn't do that.
No, you fell out. You fell out. Absolute tosh.
Yeah, so yeah, there is...
The fact that...
The story is weak.
The fact that they bring Sarah Michelle Gellar character back in, which was nice to see her, and the only way they could really bring her back was in a dream sequence because, spoilers, she got killed off in the first film. But there's no setup to why this main character starts all of a sudden dream walking like she's in a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Yeah. She's just in the police station. I can't remember why they're in the police station. They're in the police station. She falls asleep, wakes up, starts walking around. Walks for it's a dream sequence. No, she has no dreams before that, no dreams after that. She doesn't even know this character. She doesn't even know. Is it Helen her name?
Helen's her name. Yes.
She doesn't even know like Sarah Michelle Gellar's characters.
Well, they would never have met.
No business meeting. It was just a way to get her in. Which, to be fair though, I like it. But it's just bad writing. Could have set that better. Julie's character has nothing whatsoever to do for the whole film apart from dump exposition, and then you get the climax at the end, which was the most dullest boat fight ever. Like in the first film, you got like a boat fight in the rain, in a storm, and this one it's like the calm sea, daytime. Turns out, I called it before it happened, didn't I? I called it about Ray.
Yeah.
Ray's helping out. He's another killer. Absolute tosh. Yeah. Now I know they tried to wash it away with trauma. Yeah, alright, fine. I just can't see it happening personally. But even if it did, I'm on board with it. Yeah. Absolute wasted potential. Does nothing. He just basically has a bit of a sulk in his bar or shed or whatever it is he's in. Yeah, turns around and says they forgot about us. We need to get this back.
Which I do think is a bit of a poor twist. Like it would never happen. Sorry, he's been through crap twice, and I just think
Julie turns up, and you think, okay, well, this hatred between them, we're gonna have a big old battle. Nah, harpoon through the back, complete wasted.
Yeah, the actual kills though, I think some of the kills in the film are pretty good. I actually thought the first kill was quite...
The fisherman was quite decent, although I don't know why that it was doing the head in the sound design when he was walking around. It sounded
very,
like
very bassy. Yeah.
It was
like a T-Rex.
It was like Mr. X in Resident Evil 2 or Vader walking around or something, and he just was like.
Yeah, it was very, very heavy.
But
but wasn't.
The film's in focus.
Yeah.
It comes in number 4 because it was on for less time than the TV show, really.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't for the TV show...
It's about an hour and 40 minutes, very, very quick, which again... What
snappy.
Sasha should be.
And again, no one cared. They're at the end and it's like, oh my god. When they're sitting at the beach at the end.
Yeah.
And they're like, apparently Thingy survived.
Yeah.
God, I'm starving.
Yeah. Yeah, very, again...
And then they make a really crappy bit of... Again, awful dialogue, awful script. All this could have been prevented if men went and had some therapy. You do know your main killer was a girl. I'm not one of these people that get all bent out of shape because we're picking on men but it was a woman director. She's having a pop at there. The girl's the one running around doing the killing. Ray's just helping out.
Yeah.
Rubbish film. Terrible film. I don't think I'd ever watch it again.
When you think they've had 30 years to potentially get a script right, and they haven't done that.
The thing is, the film's franchise ain't brilliant anyway. Yeah. But yeah, I think an abysmal film.
Mm-hmm.
So number 3. Now number 3.
Well, as in the third spot or the third film?
Third spot.
Third
spot is unfortunately the third film. Now, let me tell you something about this third film. I always know he did last summer. This film is poor, but there's a part of me that wanted to try and have it higher up, but I can't. I can't just do it for shock value.
No.
But this film, when it's not doing horror stuff, I mean, this film looks cheap. It feels cheap. It was made straight to DVD. Went straight to DVD.
Yeah.
But when I watch it, knowing all that, I watch it with different lens. Yeah. This film is a bit ugly, but I like the setting. I think the setting's kind of cool. It's like a sort of a mountainy ski town.
It's a little town in Colorado.
Colorado, yeah.
So it's landlocked already.
It's landlocked.
Which means you wouldn't have
a fisherman.
around.
I don't know if I only watched this about 2.5 weeks ago, and I can't really remember how it ended. So I can't remember if there was actually a fisherman or if it was a ghost.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
It's put. Yeah, they've tried to go down the supernatural.
Yeah.
Like the urban legend
yeah.
sort of route.
So I can't quite remember.
So it's not actually a killer. It is a supernatural.
Oh,
thing.
it is actually supernatural.
Yeah.
Which
is just mind-boggling weird. You've gone way off a deep end, yeah.
yeah.
Well, went straight to
But
DVD.
what I will say is, the cast in it are a lot more likeable than the last two entries.
Yeah.
The acting, look, it is without being horrible. I hate picking on.
It's TV actors. Which
Yeah.
is not. Which is not.
And there's
nice
loads of
to
people
say.
that have been in like loads of shows
course.
I've watched growing up, so I like that.
Would you say it's very much? It feels like, and it's shot like, and everything's, you know, the budget and all that. It feels very much like a poor episode of like a Buffy, or you know, like a Gapful of Supernatural. Like it feels like a TV episode.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, because
rather than a film.
when it's not actually doing the horror, when it's
Yeah.
actually just concentrating on people, it's right.
Yeah, it does build quite a lot on the character basis.
It's
which is
alright,
probably a
and
good
then the
thing.
horror bits like they're serviceable to the low budget degree. There's nothing scary. But do you know what? Do you know what I'll give it over the other two entries that come before it? Is there's chase sequences in it, and I think
Yeah.
I know you did last summer. It's never been like quirky like Scream, but it's always had some really good chase sequences.
Yeah. Quite
And this one
frightening,
had
really.
had one or two chase sequences. You know, the opening to the film is really bad in that funfair bit. There's a bit where they're running away and there's like people in the background that are not even reacting to anything.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
really
you
poor.
find out it's a prank after.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really
I
poor, all
understand,
that. But generally there is a little something there that I can get on board with. There's got some cool sort of like mid-2000s like rock music in it and stuff.
The soundtracks, you know, is pretty decent.
It's on for
Again,
like an
that-
hour and 25 minutes. So it does, you know,
Yeah. I think the only
it gets itself over and done with.
the two things I took away from it was the killer was actually played by Don Shanks. If you don't know who that is,
Halloween
that is
5.
he played Michael Myers in Halloween 5 years. So that was, you know.
Yeah, it's good. I like
Had some sort of
a bit of horror pedigree.
Horror pedigree. He's obviously actually a work of, you know, he can actually work as a killer, you know, does his own stunts, so again has that sort of physicality brought to it. Yeah, it was like a good halfway through the film until the first kill happened.
Yeah.
It's quite long for a slasher film. You need to have a couple of kills.
It should be
Every
every
now and
15,
then.
20 minutes, shouldn't they, really?
Yeah, I mean, you know, kill count's not going to be huge, but you know, even if it's just like an attack or it was like a good hour, it was a good. Well, you've got to think if it's an hour and 20 minutes, you're looking at probably, I don't know, 40 minutes or so before something even happens, which is quite long, which is almost like a TV episode show. So
Yeah,
that's-
it does feel like that. But
yeah.
anyway, so I'll put that one at third. So then obviously in the top two positions of the original two, look,
What would you put in spot 2?
I'm going to go with the original.
You're going with the original.
I'm going with the original.
Okay, I actually went the other way around. It's pretty much. I'd say the ranking from top to bottom for me is actually the order it comes out in, but that's just me.
Well, you swap the TV show around then.
Oh, this is what TV show. Yeah.
Look, I'm going the original because I tell you why. Objectively, the better
As
movie.
in second spot.
Yeah, the better film is the original movie.
Yeah.
I just have a little bit more fun with the second one because it is.
A little bit more.
It's cheddar.
Yeah.
So the first film, look, I like the first film. It's good fun. It takes itself seriously. I
Yeah.
do not like Julie's hair in the original film. She looks weird. Jennifer Love Hewitt's character. It's her first film.
Well, it's bangs
got
and she's got like long hair, so she's
Yeah,
just
it's just really weird.
always depressed.
Looks like proper greasy and horrible.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's fun. You know, it's a typical slash film. It's quite easy to follow. As far as the cast are likeable. and you don't like them for certain reasons, but you're meant to not like him. You know, like Ryan Phillippe's character.
Yeah.
You don't like him because he's a dick, but you kind of do like him. You don't want him to die, sort of thing. He's got some good chase scenes. Like Sarah Michelle Gellar's scene, is the best scene.
In the shop.
It's the best scene in the film. And then the
he's
climax
just
is
like
all
a
good.
mannequin,
Yeah, the
comes out of
climax is
nowhere.
all good.
Yeah.
The setting's good.
It's got a lot of things going for
I think where it falls flat is it tries to sort of be like this mystery thing, and they try and put this spin on it, who it really was, and it's like, well, I just don't. I know he died, so it doesn't make no sense.
I think what didn't help this, to some degree, is it come out in between Scream and Scream 2. So everyone was then just like, obviously Scream, we all know, probably reinvented the slasher genre back in the late 90s. So this come out in 1997. So yeah, I think at a time when slasher films were then just being sort of pumped out almost to sort of, you know, capture that market. It feels, you know, but it was written by Kevin Williams, who did Williamson, who obviously did it. You know, it's got a very
but it's
horror.
but it doesn't. For me, that doesn't seep through.
No, I think it's got again some more horror pedigree. Obviously, you know, Sarah Michelle Gellar from Buffy TV. Then she goes on to do Scream 2 after this. Obviously, she can't do the sequel. She's dead.
No, she gets killed off in all this.
She gets killed off in every horror film that I know of. That I've seen her in. But yeah, it's
even The Grudge.
I think it's a very simple idea.
Yeah,
as well, which
it's simple.
sometimes is just what you need.
It works. You know, I can pull it on. I haven't got nothing negative to say about it.
It had a lot of layers. You know, they portray it as like a ghost story when they're talking about it. You know, and obviously in America you have a lot more urban legends than what we do.
Bit clunky that dialogue on the beach, don't it?
Yeah.
Bit clunky.
It's a bit, but you know, they're trying to put, you know, try and make it feel a bit more weighty than it probably really is. But you know, again, they actually did something wrong.
Yeah, they did something wrong. So it makes sense.
They actually hit someone and killed, well, theoretically, partly killed them, but actually doing also a justice. Because I actually forgot until I rewatched this recently that the killer was actually also a killer.
Was he?
Yeah.
I don't.
That's the surprise. So when you start the film,
yeah.
there's that guy on the side drinking,
yeah,
and he's obviously very upset because apparently the year before he killed someone, I think his girlfriend, by mistake in a drunk drive accident.
Yeah.
And then her dad kills him. That's who they hit on the road.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, which it was like a surprise twist. It wasn't like so really they'd actually done their public service, and then
he's going around doing all this revenge.
Yeah.
And then he kills off. God, who's the guy he does with the hook? Best kill. From Big Bang Theory.
I can't remember.
No reason to kill him though.
He's a bit of a dick though.
But there was no reason to kill. There's no reason to kill him.
Well, he was there as a witness.
Yeah, but he wasn't. But he was. But he
drove past. Yeah, no, I get it.
So it's like I'm going to kill him because
he's one of the best kills though.
He's one of the best.
Straight in.
But it kind of doesn't make no sense.
It makes you feel. Actually want to touch your bottom of your chin. It's gross.
But look, the film's fine. It's decent. Like I say, it is better than the second film.
It had some cool chase scenes. It had some creepy bits in it. I think the only thing they did let it slip slightly once. I think it's the Sarah Michelle Gellar bit where he cuts her hair off. They focus on the cupboard and you can hear like Michael Myers like breathing, so you know he's in there. What they should have done was later on in that scene they do a wide angle shot of her sister coming through the door, saying something, they have a little argument, and then she pisses off. When the sister leaves, she shuts the door. What they should have done was emphasise maybe the door and then realised, oh no, he's not behind the door. Then emphasise on the cupboard.
Yeah.
Just make things a bit, but again, quite creepy. You know, they try a few things.
Yeah,
cool chase sequences like you should have. Yeah, for me, I actually prefer it, but you know, fair enough. You've said it comes a little bit short.
My first in number place for me is, and like
I still know.
You know, I should probably swap them, but I'm not going to.
No,
and I'm not doing it because 99% of people put the first one first, and I totally get it.
Yeah.
The reason I put this one second is Jennifer Love Hewitt looks better in this, so she's just easy to look at because she looks really weird in that first film.
She's
Freddie Prinze Jr. Bless him, he's not in it as much, but he's better in this. I think he's got a bit better acting chops in this one. It's just a little bit more snappy. I mean, it looks cheaper.
It's a lot more quicker pace.
It's the whole motivation is the motivation was obvious from the word go. As soon as you know it's the new love interest, don't you? You know it's him, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they tried to fool you. I don't know.
Well,
I like
this
the
is
setting's
this
pretty
is the
decent.
thing, isn't it? Yeah. So this film fell. I think fell hard and short because it's come out directly a year after. So come out the same as Scream 2. So again, they whereas Scream had a year in between, get a story, get it all right, they rushed this and pumped it out. I think again trying to jump on that train, try and get as much money as they possibly can. So it probably falls short there. I don't think Kevin Williamson was involved in this film, so maybe that's why
He wasn't, but I don't
No.
really feel him in the first film, if I'm being honest.
maybe
Not if you're comparing him to.
Yeah, I
if
just
you
think
compare him to
they were
Scream.
trying to compete it with Scream. I think
The kills. I think the better kills in this one.
they did have some good kills. I think the kitchen kill actually was the only one that I think you didn't see coming personally, from my respect. Director's done some decent things. He did the original Judge Dredd with Sylvester Stallone.
Brilliant movie.
Um,
Love that film.
Danny Cannon. He also did some TV show stuff. He did Gotham, which you've recently watched as well. So again, he's got some decent bits in.
It's
There is two characters that I do feel that are great in this film, and they're not even part of the main cast.
Jack Black.
Jack Black's
Everyone
character's
slags that
brilliant.
character off.
I think he's brilliant. He adds that.
He's so
he has that
creepy and
right,
weird, isn't
he has
he?
that right level of comedy that needs to break things up. And the hotel reception or the manager.
Yeah,
He's a knob, but these kids are knobs, and he's treating them like and I just think that's great. The setting on the island, like the hotel thing during the storm, they wouldn't open it up like that. If they evacuated everyone to be off for the storm season, they wouldn't have it open still. You might have staff there.
the whole story is
just to
fucking
clean up some
stupid.
things, but yeah.
The whole, even the radio show, like, because obviously it's a fix in it.
yeah.
It's terrible. It's all terrible.
I do. The
Did you
killer
know?
is the same.
Did you,
once the killer comes back.
did you know they got the question wrong? Did you know that before they were
Yeah,
told
I
that?
know what the
Yeah.
capital Brazil
But
is.
you just-
If anyone knows capital Brazil, put in the comments and we'll see if it's actually if you can get it right.
Yeah, it's just that it is a worse film, but I just have a bit more fun with it because it's a bit more silly.
No, okay, I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
for
when
me,
you think it's the second film in a franchise, by this time you've got to just make things a little bit more.
you can understand why it killed the franchise off. I know they had the third one straight to DVD,
That was a long time after.
but you can see why no one bothered afterwards because
Yeah.
it is because it is it isn't a great film. So overall, that I Know What You Did Last Summer isn't a particularly brilliant franchise for me. I mean, I would probably give the first film. The first film is the better film. It's just not my favourite.
No, I would say
Um,
if you was gonna watch this franchise, I would probably just watch the first one and be happy with it.
Yeah, but even then,
It's got one in it. Then again, it's that thing in it as well at the end of the film where they want to make a sequel, hence why they do this type of ending. So I think Jennifer Love Hewitt's character Julie's having a shower at college, and then all of a sudden on like Through the Mist and obviously from
the first film.
yeah, it comes up with saying obviously a note on the shower door, and then the killer comes through it, and that's when it ends. So it's like a jump scare.
They
Which
do it at the end of the second one as well. She gets dragged under the bed.
that's right, yeah.
Stupid.
So again, you're just trying to emphasise like, if we do an ending like this and people really respond to it, we can get a sequel out of it. Horror films, you can generally make a sequel out of anything.
Look,
anyway.
at the end of the day, the original I Know You Did Last Summer, I'll give it like a 6 out of 10.
Solid. I'll go for
I'll give
7.
it a 6 out of 10.
So you give the second film a bit more just because
I think I give it a 6 out of 10. Maybe I might even give it like a 5. I don't know, but I just prefer watching it because it's just a little bit more snappier.
Yeah.
But these are not films that I particularly want to go back to yearly. Like I'll throw a Scream film in once a year. I'll throw a Halloween film in once a year. I ain't gonna throw a Know What You Did Last Summer in again until if they do another one, and maybe I have to refresh myself on the ranking if we're ever gonna do another one. I wouldn't be upset if I didn't watch them again.
I don't think this will spawn a sequel. I think this is
Done.
This is done. I think it was just a one-off, which is fine.
No one was asking for the film.
No, funny enough,
no one's asking for it. No. And by the way, if you are a fan of the franchise and you like it, blah 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 blah, you're only having opinions. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You can still like it.
I still like the franchise to a small section.
Yeah.
You know.
So, yeah, we'll wrap up. So, unless you've got any final thoughts on that. That's my hot take as well.
That's your hot take.
Don't particularly like the franchise that much. It's all right. I don't know if that's a hot take or not. There seems to be a bit of love out there for it.
Your opinion.
Yeah.
That's really a hot take.
No.
But yeah, no. Again, it's an easy watch. You know.
I'll never watch a TV show again.
No, honestly, guys, we did it just because we had some time. It is 8 hours of just. I think if you're going to watch a horror TV series, if you can find the Scream series that they did, I think they did 2 seasons and a Halloween special, and I think there was a third, but I didn't ever see that. I think it went to MTV. But the first 2 seasons, again, it's not nothing to do with the franchise. It's just a concept, which is what this TV show was. But I think it was a better.
Better than I think.
A better version, if you like, of that than I know we did last summer TV show. But yeah, Prime. I mean, you thought, again, it's got the money, it can do some stuff. Again, it didn't feel cheap. It looked good.
I think it was made just around lockdown time. So anyway, on that note, we're going to gel off. If you liked this, subscribe, hit the like button. Don't put the notifications on if you don't want to be if you don't want to be badgered. I don't upload too often, so.
But we have got a few ideas in the pipeline.
So, cool. Ta-da.
Ta-da.